So I was just talking to a guy that was here a minute ago, and he said that the place where I'm going has a lot of meth. That is not a good sign, y'all. Not a good sign. So I'm pretty close to Mountain City, Tennessee, and that's the destination. We're gonna check it out. This is Doe Valley. Seems like a nice area. Kind of pretty. You just don't know until you've gone there and really spent some time there, but we won't be able to do much of that just today. So I was driving down the main road there, and all of a sudden I see this valley off to the left, and so I'm like, stop, turn left, and check it out. This is a beautiful, beautiful valley.
Continue 300 feet, then make a U-turn.
I'll be quiet.
Make a U-turn.
There we go. My God, I could live here. So beautiful. Look at those fields. Now, this is my kind of area. Of course, it doesn't hurt that it's a really beautiful day. This is just eye candy and air candy too. The air is so clean. So pretty up here. Now we're getting into some trailers. arrived at the trailer that I'm supposed to check out later. I'm supposed to meet the woman here at 4, but I thought I'd come over and check it out a bit early from the outside. And that is it. It's got a little yard, a little grass yard, and it's peaceful up here. The trees are cut back, and it looks like it's well maintained. It's clean, and the porch is painted, and the outside's painted and everything. But one thing that bothers me about some of these is this. Underneath, if you stick your head under here, it smells moldy. It smells moldy. And that can be a bad thing, because that can come right up into the place. And also, these manufactured trailers, they're pretty much a chemical nightmare. This one has hardwood on the floors in there, and it might not be too bad. I wanted to smell it and breathe, because the nose knows about a lot of things, you know, and you can smell if there's a lot of gunk in the air. One thing that's not good is it doesn't have much in the way of windows. Look at that. There's like hardly any light coming through that. It's got some small windows on this side, but for its size, that's not much. That is not much natural light coming in on this thing. And this side has nothing. No windows at all. This is the south, okay? So this is the south, and the whole thing is covered with trees. This side's got more windows, but that's not the side that needs more windows. That's the north side, I'm pretty sure. This side has a window, but there's not much out there to see but trees, and there's no light going to be coming through that. Okay, this is the main road, the old road through town. Let's check it out. I think we need to get out and walk. Okay, I'm at the main grocery store. I'm gonna check that out.
So this is just a very small store, okay? Check out this produce department. That's it. They got some nanners, some watermelons. That's their root vegetables there. Taters. They got some onions. That's it. That's the onions. I doubt you'll find anything organic here. You could forget that. That's it on the maters. I mean, this is nothing. Oh, look, there's some organic in a package. That's it. They don't have any collard greens at all. There is no collard greens. They got some apples, none of which is organic. Oh, this is not good, y'all. Not good.
So someone said that Food Lion is a lot better for produce.
Okay, so now I'm at the Food Lion, and they do have organic blueberries and apples in bags. Let's see. None of that's organic. None of that is organic. That's organic. Bags. So
They do have some greens anyway, but none of that is organic. Nope, not a bit of any of that is organic. Ah, here's some organic. So they have some organic, but it's all very much wrapped up so that it'll stay decent for a long time. Hey, I got organic strawberries. It says always fresh. That's not too bad. I've seen worse. Well, there is some stuff. Not a lot, but some.
it looks like this is the only fish they have. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that is not wild salmon. That is farm salmon. That might be, but I don't want to buy that prepackaged yada yada. There we go. They've got one kind, like I mentioned, the Smuckers. There's one brand. Nature's Promise. Organic peanuts and salt. If you'd focus. So I was gonna buy this, but when you see that much separation, that means you've got a lot of stirring to do, and I don't think I've got that much energy today. They do have Pete and Jerry's organic eggs. Those are pretty decent. Oh, Mr. Crowley, what they've done to your head. So I'm driving on Bulldog Mountain Road. It's kind of pretty. It's in a canyon-like thing. I can't remember what they call a canyon in the east. Mountains on all sides. But you do get a few fields here and there. That's pretty, huh? It's got some character. I'm following a guy on a four-wheeler. You guys like my little Mr. Crowley song? I wonder how many people have sang that when they passed that building. You think he'd care if I passed him? He doesn't seem to want to pull over. Looks alright. Wonder if they got cable up here. Internet. I kinda doubt it. I think the farther, yeah, it might be up there. They got their plenty of lines on those poles. There's a lot of character in these kinds of old barns, and look at that, that's a mill. Can you see that? That's a big old blade. Great big old blade. Look at that, it says that if you go that way, you're going into North Carolina. I think we're very close to the border. There's an interesting looking house, isn't it? There's an interesting looking barn, isn't it? I wonder what the benefits of making the wood angled like that is. I guess everything from the side, the rain from the side would drain down better. Yeah. It's probably smart. Look, that's a Coca-Cola sign. Can you see that? That's worn down just about as bad as the people that have drank Coke for years and years. Okay, it's lunchtime. I'm getting pretty hungry. Got a bunch of pre-made food here. That's some chickpeas, some rice with wild rice mixed in it, and curry. This is dulse and nutritional yeast. That's a cube of tofu. And some broccoli soup, and that's some leftover Brussels sprouts, and then there's some oatmeal from breakfast from a couple of days ago. And then this is my flax dressing, my yummy flax dressing stuff. Let's dump some of that on there. Pretty thick now. Extra yummy. And I've got about 1 bite of avocado left on there. Takes a lot of time to chew stuff when you're missing teeth. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about with that. Very good though, very good. That's why I blend these soups, you know. Look at this dog coming along here. Hey, what are you doing? Are you gonna come over and say hi to me? Well, come here. You wanna come over here and say hi? He says, hey, you got some food, dude? Come here. Come on, buddy. No. He says, no, I don't want you. I don't trust you. It's pretty good. I keep dumping more sauce on it, though. There's these little bees. These little bees that keep landing. They're like fly bees. Okay, I'm right on the North Carolina-Tennessee border, and guess what they have? The same thing they have on the Utah-Wyoming border that I used to remember, but I used to remember. You know what I need to do that's more valuable than all those fireworks? Let me show you. I was just sitting in this squishy recliner chatting with this guy about trade days here. They have this festival called Trade Days. And the longer I sit in that and slump, the more I need this. So let's just demonstrate how it's done. This sucker is my road warrior. Oh, yeah. I need to adjust it a little bit so that it is more aggressive. Turn it in a little bit. Just turn the nut in on the inside. That way it presses up against the spinal processes more aggressively. So far, what I've experienced from the people here is that they're kind, they're friendly, they're not very progressive, but they're very nice, and they seem moderate and conservative, as I would expect, and they keep things up pretty decently, clean, and everything's mowed. Okay, we're coming into Boone, and it's getting very busy on the road. And I just saw a sign that said, a huge flashing state sign that said, indoors in Boone, face mask covering required. That's interesting, huh? The town of Boone is so liberal that they're requiring face coverings.